Hey, what's up YouTube? Leo Shank here, host of the Extreme Fillet Fishing channel. Welcome to another unboxing video! Yeah! I'm way too excited about it, right? I'm always excited about doing unboxings. Anyways, today we're gonna be doing the unboxing for the mystery tackle box, the Trout box. Hopefully I've picked the right box, right? I have another one here with me, which I think this one here is the catfish box. But again, you know, Mr. Tackle Box always sends me the same boxes every month, meaning, you know, in terms of shape and look, so I never know which one is which one. So I hope I've picked, you know, the right one. If you guys have me on Snapchat, and by the way, if you don't, go follow me on Snapchat, okay? If you guys have me there, you know that I did a little survey recently asking you guys which unboxing I should do first, right? And boy, you guys were cruel. The Trout box won by a large, you know, margin. And Lucky Tackle Box didn't get a single vote. God damn, folks. You guys are cruel. But anyway, so the order of the unboxings in the YouTube channel is going to be Trout, MTB Catfish, and LTB Panfish for the month of February. Okay, these videos are going to be coming up in the upcoming days. Before I do the unboxing, okay, let me talk a little bit let me give a few reminders and a few announcements. This is going to be very brief. The last video that I posted on YouTube, right, I'm linking it above if you haven't watched it yet. I think it's called Micro Fishing a Nameless Creek by the Road. That was a tribute to Uncle Steve, okay? And you know, I was in North Carolina, right? As you guys know, I was fishing right next to a road in this little creek, and I thought, you know what? Let's pay a tribute to Uncle Steve because I have watched his videos in the past. Awesome guy. And what I wanted to point it out is that one of the fishes in that video actually turned out to be a new species for me, okay? I took it as a pumpkin seed right away. However, I did circulate the photo in my multi-species, you know, community there, and we came to the conclusion that that fish was actually a red ear sunfish. So that is species number 116 for me, okay? A very great find. I couldn't be happier. Another thing that I want to talk to you guys about very briefly, I did a live stream together with Noob Angler, my friend Andrew, and Raw Fishing, my friend Jimmy Lee. If you guys didn't watch it, that's absolutely fine. This happened actually this previous Tuesday, and you know, you guys can go and watch it. I'm linking it above. Show those guys some love. The live stream was very chilled, you know, we just joked around, answered some questions, talked about certain topics, you know. So make sure to subscribe to both channels, alright? Andrew's and Jimmy's, if you haven't done yet, okay? Alright, now let's talk about the Mystery Tackle Box Trout box. This is my first ever Trout box from Mystery Tackle Box. As you guys know, all my unboxings are ad-lib. In other words, I don't know what is inside the box, right? I have not opened it. The box is sealed, and I have never watched any reviews for any Trout boxes yet on YouTube. I just didn't go look for them if they are available already. And why is that? That's because I want to give you guys, before opening this box, right, my first time ever with the Trout box, I want to give you guys what I expect from this box, okay? If you're not interested in what I am expecting, I'm leaving the time here below. You can jump it and go to the unboxing right away. But as I always like to tell people, you know, and this is one thing about being a scientist, you should always have this mentality of knowing what to expect, the ability to predict, you know, with your previous knowledge on the field, right? So if you guys know about trout fishing in the United States of America, you know that we have two very different trout cultures out there in this country at the moment, right? It's now it's time for a little history lesson, I guess. On one hand, you have the stocked trout, right, that people fish with and take home to eat. Those trout were created for human consumption. They were raised in hatcheries, they were fed pellets and the other types of food that are definitely not natural They grew in those hatcheries, and they were finally stocked in your local creeks, right? What government agencies usually call trout-approved waters. That is one side of the trout angling culture in the United States of America, right? I like to call that catch and fry, because you don't really catch and release. Those trout, you really catch and take them home to eat. On the other hand, you have the other side of the fishing community, right? Targeting wild and native trout. Now, let's not misunderstand this terminology, right? When I say native trout, I mean the trout that have been in the United States of America even before the settlers from England came here. I'm talking about the fishes that were here in the United States of America, in the North, America, here 300 years ago before anyone came. I'm talking about, for example, the brook trout, the smaller ones, right? The Salvelinus fontinalis. I am talking about, for example, the subspecies of the rainbow trout. Rainbow trout were not native to the United States of America. However, there is a subspecies in California, right? The golden trout, or the California golden trout, that was native to California. Isn't that beautiful? That's the Oncorhynchus micis aqua bonita, all right? So you have one side of the community taking the trout and eating it, and you have this other side of the community targeting the native trout and the wild trout. And again, when it comes to wild trout, right, it's different than native trout. Wild trout are the trout that were pretty much the bread of the stock trout. So government agencies, stock trout, and those trout were able to spawn in the wild, and from that came the wild trout, okay? And this culture right here on my left hand, meaning your right side, they are the people who usually do the fly fishing. They are the people who usually go there, practice the catch and release. They make sure to wet their hands before touching the fish, carefully have the little nets to scoop them up. So, they care a lot about the fish, especially the native species. And why am I telling you all of this, right? Because when I open this box here from Mr. Tackle box, the trout box, I don't know what to expect, okay? I don't know if Mr. Tackle box focused on baits that are specifically targeted towards the stock trout, or baits who are specifically targeted towards wild and native trout, or if it is a combination of both. Because as you guys know, and you guys should already know this if you target trout, what a stocked trout eats versus what a wild trout eats is very different. Their behaviors are also very different. Take in consideration the Berkeley power bait, right? The dough bait. I think I have some here with me. Yes, I have some of me here on the left side, right? This is the power bait, okay? It is a dough that was created by Berkeley to catch stocked trout. It floats in the water because it reminds those stocked trout of the pellets and the stuff they used to eat in the hatcheries, okay? When you go fishing for a wild trout or a native trout, this will not work. So this is something you have to know about it, right? Another clear example of how versatile trout fishing is in One Rod, One Reel Fishing's latest video. I'm going to link it above if you haven't watched it yet. He's pretty much in the Patapsco River in Maryland, close to his house. I fished over there with him before. It was a lot of fun. And he's catching these rainbow trout on Berkeley power worms, bubblegum color, on a jig head that would be outrageous to the traditional angling community, okay? That jig head there, if you put in front of a wild trout, the wild trout is gonna get spooked right away, or the native trout. So, as I say, it is very different how you fish for them, A native trout, a wild trout, will actually eat a jerkbait or a crankbait imitation that is very small. Stock trout will also do that after they have adapted to the wild. So it's very, very different, which is why, I'm very excited about opening this box. Ultimately, I want to see how Mr. Tackle box, selected the products for this box, okay? Alright, now before the unboxing, okay, we're almost 10 minutes into this video already. You know that I talk a lot. Before the unboxing, I just want to, you know, do a little survey here, okay? Let's make this interactive. I think it would be a wonderful idea for Mr. Tackle Box or Lucky Tackle Box one day to come out with this promotion or this box full of flies, okay? And maybe introduce us, anglers, to fly fishing. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. You know, it came to me kind of on a whim, right? In a sense that, you know, I don't know how many fly fishing products will be here. I believe that Mr. Tackle Box may have put products here that are more suitable for spinning gear, right? And as you guys know, when it comes to the history of trout fishing, fly fishing is really the way to go, right? This is how everything originated. Back in the days, back in the 1600s in Europe, you had Madame Juliana Berners, right? The person who wrote the book on fly fishing, and you had Sir Isaac Walton, right? The person who wrote the Complete Angler, which is an awesome book that you should read. Since those times, fly fishing was already happening, right? So, you know, I'm asking you right now, would you be willing to actually buy a mystery tackle box that came full of fly fishing equipment, right? Together with a rod and reel combo, like fly fishing rod and reel combo, very cheap one, right? That comes like together as a special. If one of these companies ever did a special like this, would you be willing to purchase it, right? Because I want to know, would you like these companies to introduce you to the art of fly fishing, right? So comment below and let me know, okay? Now let's get this unboxing started. I'm very excited about it. Let's see what is inside here. Alright, let me get my pair of scissors here. As you guys know, right, I always do all my opening, all my unboxings ad lib. I do not have any, you know, practice, you know, I didn't practice in advance. I don't know what is in here. So all my reactions are really the most honest and sincere I can give you, okay? So there you go. You guys can have a view of the box before I even do, okay? Oh yeah, so this is the box. I'm assuming that on top of it is about the box pamphlet. Let me remove it. This is the view of the Mr. Tackle Box Trout Box for February, okay? Now let's go through all of these and see what is inside. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 different baits for this month. Okay, I'm gonna go through all of them one by one. The first one is an HD Trout by Dynamic Lures, okay, on the value of $5.95. It says here, a truly versatile bait. This lure attracts trout in any body of water and with any presentation. Just cast and hold on. Let's see here, where is this? Oh, there we go. Dynamic Lures, okay, HD Trout. Now I'm gonna be very sincere with you, okay? I believe already that the presentation of these lures for trout fishing is a little bit too big. Of course, it depends where you were fishing at, right? If you were fishing at a place, for example, in New Jersey, Round Valley Reservoir, right? You're gonna have some big trout hitting on this, okay? But as you know, many governmental agencies stock trout in your local creeks that are only up to 12 inches, right? You have a few that are bigger than that, and varying from state to state. You have other organizations that will stock bigger trout, but in other words, you know, I just wished that this would be a little smaller. Let's open this up, okay? The Dynamic Lures here. It says here at the back, HD Trout is liver blue. Is liver blue? Isn't it supposed to be silver blue? Well, I don't know. I don't know if this is a typo here or they're referring to these livers from Magic the Gathering. I don't know. But anyways, let me open it up and show you guys here. Okay, we got the first lure of the day. Ah, there you go. Beautiful. It does have a beautiful color. Okay, beautiful shine on the side. And I guess the positive aspect of this lure is that you could be able to catch not only trout with this lure, but if you were fishing in a small creek or in a pond, right, where they stock trout that also have largemouth bass or smallmouth bass, right? The Micropterus salmoides and the Micropterus dolomieu, you would also be able to catch it on this lure. So that is like a big plus when it comes to the multi-species aspect of it, okay? Very neat. Let's move to the second lure of the day. Second lure of the day is called the Green Mountain Grabber. Green Mountain is Sporting Supplies on the value of $2.69, okay? And we got here, this is a legend on the water for a reason. Oh, a legend on the water. Versatile, attention grabbing, and durable. It will become your go-to rig. So let's see here, this magical rig here that is supposed to be inside here, okay? And guess what? It says glow, alright? And I love things that glow in the dark, right? I'm a big Star Wars fan with all those lightsabers. Anyways, let's see here, let's open it up. It comes with size 6 hooks. And again, nothing against the tackle. The tackle looks to be great, but when it comes for my fishing needs, where I fish at, right, when it comes to trout, the only thing that I see wrong with this is the size of the hook, okay? As you guys know, if you fish for trout, trout are very wary creatures, okay? Sometimes they see your shadow in the water and they will swim away. Stocked or not, right? In other words, you need to be like a ninja to catch them, right? You have to be very versatile. This is certainly a very cool rig for you to use it, okay? A loop on the top with a little spinning, two beads, right? I think it's called beads. And 3 hooks, okay? Tied very well, kind of a sabiki style, okay? But without the feathers, of course. I think this is amazing. I think this would work really well. But again, for my needs, right, where I fish at, where most of the trout is about 12 to 14 inches, this size 6, you know, this size 6 hook is a killer. I would have to change these to a size 10, right? So I could put my little mealworm on or anything on and really go catch some trout. In other words, I would have to go even more finesse on it, okay? But regardless, very cool lure, right? As you guys can see, this slides and, you know, in the water, right? This thing just spins, right? Attracts the fish. So, okay, very cool. Let's move on to the third lure of the day, okay? This is a cool one because the name of it is Bingo Bug. So we have here the Bingo Bug by Lucky Bug Lures. And this is interesting. I don't know why, but the retail price is between $6.99 and $7.99. Okay, I'm not sure why. It says here, the hand-trimmed feathers protrude like tiny wings, which give off perfect lifelike action on this unique and versatile panfish lure. Well, yeah, you know, I guess you can say that that a trout sits in the category of panfish. Oh, now you see, folks, this is something that I would definitely use, okay? This is beautiful, but again, the only problem for me is that the hooks are too big. I understand that maybe in other portions of the country, people will, you know, have the need to, you know, use bigger lures for bigger fish, but here, if I use this big of a hook, I won't catch a single trout in my small local creeks, okay? So let me open it up. You guys can take a look, okay? I already find the design of this lure amazing. The feather that came in this certainly looks extremely nice. I don't know how durable this is, right? How durable this will be after the fish bites, but let me show you this real quick because, wow, this is truly beautiful, okay? So there you go. You got the hook right here. I don't know how well the GoPro can focus. This is the feather. And check this out, huh? Wow, that is amazing. Okay, that makes me want to, you know, put it on my face and just, you know. Very cool, very nice color, right? You guys can have a view of it. Very amazing, okay? So that I would definitely use this for trout. Just that the hook is a little bit too big, okay? But it's a good quality hook, and you never know, right? Bigger trout will definitely bite on this. As a matter of fact, these would work for bigger trout, no problem at all, okay? Number 4 is Spinmore Jig by Norhead Tackle. I have gotten some stuff from Norhead Tackle already. $3.98 for a 2-pack, okay? Like the rapper. I always like to make this joke, 2-pack. No, I'm just messing with you guys, okay? It says here, pair up your soft plastics and live bait with this jig to add extra movement and flash to your presentation. So there we go. Let's see where it is. Okay, we got here 2 little jig heads by Norhead Tackle, 1/16 of an ounce, right? Let me open it up and show you guys one of them. Okay, and again, this is not, I guess this is not Mystery Tackle Box fault, but the hooks are too big. And you know, every time I remind you guys and myself of this, because with hooks that are this big, the stock trout population around me, you know, it is really hard to catch them. I'm not saying it is impossible, I'm just saying that it's very hard, okay? So, you know, it's very cool. It comes with a small jig head, 1/16 of an ounce, a little blade that spins in the water. Definitely good for bigger species of trout. You can put a trailer, right? This one comes with a grub trailer with a very versatile tail. And if you don't like this trailer, you can just remove it. Pow, right? And maybe you could put a live shiner or a mealworm. Now, if this was 1/64 ounce of a jig instead of 1/16 with a size 8 or a size 10 hook, that would work perfect for my area. But again, just because these things work perfect for my area, I mean, don't work perfect for my area, that does not mean that it will not work for you, okay? All right, last one of the day here. I believe this is the last one. Yes, last one of the day we got here. And man, this video is getting to 20 minutes now. Boy, I'm so sorry, folks. I talk way too much. It's the Impulse Jig'n Tail Mayfly by Northland Tackle on the value of $3.95 for a 2 and 3 pack. Okay, there you go. That's the last one. You guys can have a picture of our little bug here. Okay, we got here the Impulse. Wow, now see, this is what I'm talking about. For the whole box, right? The whole box came with a bunch of big hooks and big lures, but this is something that would work really well for my area, okay? This rigged Mayfly here, pink white, right? It says here 5-pack, assembled in Guatemala. I don't know why that is important, but assembled in Guatemala. This would work really well for me. So let me show you guys here why this would work really well. Because to start with, right, this is very finesse, okay? Oh my God, I'm in love with this stuff, man. Woo, boy. All right, this, I love this stuff. You see, I'm a big fan of stuff like this. It will catch me not only trout, but anything else. Let me get one outside of the box. A small pink coloration. As you guys know, I love pink already, right? It's supposed to resemble a mayfly. Check this out, folks. Supposed to resemble a mayfly. I don't know how well GoPro can focus because the GoPro sucks at focusing. But yeah, now we are talking. Now we are talking a small jig head, a small hook, very finesse, perfect for my stocked trout here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. As a matter of fact, when April comes and the stock trout season comes, you know, I'll definitely be attempting something like this. I think this is going to be a big hit when it comes to my trout fishing around this area. And the best of all, look at this tail. Check that out. If a trout doesn't go for something like this, right, look at this action. I don't know what he will, you know. So this is something from, what was it? From Northland Tackle, okay, called the Impulse, that I would definitely purchase again if it works well. I will be testing this lure also, okay. Anyways, this is it for today's review, okay, for today's unboxing on Mystery Tackle Box. You know, before anything else, right, let's see if I'm gonna win anything on this month's, you know, match the hatch, okay? And before that, as always, you got a little Dibble Digest, right, that comes in with a few articles. You guys can look it up. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna go through this here in this video. You got a little nice sticker that I'll probably put it here at the back later. Oh, and guess what? There is a new little pamphlet this time. Whoa, with a little Rainbow Trout on Corinthus Mickey's, okay? And it says here at the back, I like this a lot. It says, we are listening, okay? We are listening. like the big brother. No, I'm just kidding. They're listening for our opinions, right? This was our first trout box, and we would love to hear your feedback, so please let us know. So there you go. This is my feedback, right? It's already in the video. All right, let's go match the hatch. Do I have a coin here? Do I have anything with me? Maybe a key? I do have a key. I never win the match the hatch, just so you guys know, but today may be the day. The gods of fishing may be with me today. Let's see. Let me close the box here and use it as a platform. Time for match the hatch. All right, let's take a look at my prize first, okay? If I were to win, what exactly would I win? Let's see. Come on. Oh, wow, not bad, okay? So if I were to win, I would win a number 8 tackle blackout casting rod, okay? I definitely want a casting rod. All right, let's see what we got here. Bang! We're starting on my left side. This means your right side. We got a little grub and a KVD. Let's go! God damn, man, I never win these things, man. Now we got the middle here with a little crankbait and a float. You know, you don't need to be an expert mathematician or Dirac to know that if you want to win this stuff, the other two symbols have to be the same, right? So, all right, let's do it. Oh man, needless to say, I lost again. I lose every month, all right? But there you go. Needless to say, we got 2 KVD, 2 grubs, and nothing. All right, that's it for today, folks. That's it. Enough of this unboxing video. We are 24 minutes in. Leave me your opinion below if you would purchase a trout box or not, and why, okay? In terms of value for this box, right? Let's see, we got $5.95. I'm just gonna make that $6, okay? 6, 7.70, 15, 15.70, 19.70. We got 23.70, or if you want to make it better, 23.60. okay, so we got a box here on the value of about $23.60 for maybe the $13 or $15 that I paid for it, okay? So value wise, right, this would work. Some of the lures here I would not work for trout though. I would not use for trout, I would use for something else. But again, this last one that came in, it's irresistible for a multi-species angler, okay? This little impulse here, I know some other people wouldn't like it, but I think that trout fanatics will agree with me. This is something really nice for trout, okay? Finesse, small, something that you throw in the water and the trout would not suspect very much. One rod, one reel fishing with that little bubblegum worm and that big ass jig head. That is not trout-like. But you know, one rod, one reel fishing is just like that, right? He can do miracles with his stuff. Alright folks, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for staying tuned in this review. Again, my videos are long because I try to give you as much information as possible. I wish I could make them shorter. That would save my time when it comes to filming, editing, compiling, and uploading. But you know, this channel, Extreme Fillet Fishing, follows an educational approach, right? So I hope you didn't get too bored with this unboxing. We're gonna do the unboxing for catfish next. We are also going to do an MTB is lamb for the catfish box. And finally, we're gonna do the unboxing for the Lucky Tackle box, pinfish box, okay? Meanwhile, there will be other videos coming out on my North Carolina trip. I am at 116 species of fish right now. And you know, we will see how far I can get, alright? Thank you very much, Tie Lines. Until next video, fellas.